Good morning and welcome back to another daily market outlook video where I'm going to discuss with you the major dollar pairs and gold. Yesterday what happened is that on Monday market open we could see a massive spike on the DXY yesterday. But I talked about it yesterday that I don't take this within my analysis because it didn't happen on any of the dollar related pairs. And then what we can see is that we broke down in towards the downside, making this not our last demand zone, but our first supply zone. And now it's going to be a little bit of a waiting game to see if we can get a reaction from this supply zone further in towards the downside. Yesterday in the Netherlands was a bank holiday, so I didn't sit behind the charts yesterday. And as of now, I'm really glad I didn't. And to be honest, it was a little bit of a hard one for me because I really felt the FOMO of being inside the position after this first break of structure in towards the downside. But sometimes, as I've been learning recently, you can better wait one more day sometimes for your setup to really form than to just be into the action. So let's see what we can get today. And let's see if DXY wants to react from this 4-hour supply zone. Then if we go to Euro USD, yesterday what happened is that we made a break in towards the upside here. And what I wanted to see at least is to take out this market open low, then see a change of character. And from there on, I want to continue the longs in towards the upside. If we look at the daily, the thing is, yes, we are bearish, swing bearish here. We retraced in towards the 0.5 at least being in premium prices, and we took out some liquidity, but there is still some more liquidity open, and there's this daily demand zone. So either of two things can happen in my opinion. We can either push down lower and then see a change of character from here, or we still respect this demand zone here and we will see a reaction from this liquidity low over here. But that's going to be a little bit more waiting for some confirmation for this trade. So let's see what we can get on EU. Then on GU, what happened yesterday is that we also came back in towards this demand zone over here, reacting on the yearly open. We started to push higher with a V-shaped reversal, indicating for me that yes, there is some bullish pressure. Now what I wanted to see is also at least take out this low over here. So see something like this, then a reaction, confirmation, and then continuation in towards the upside from this demand zone that was created over here. So let's see what we can get today over there. I'm just going to monitor this closely, and when we see some market structure form and maybe a change of character form, then I'm going to place buy stops or some alerts. But for now, it's going to be a little bit more waiting. Then we have NU. And NU yesterday connected in towards the demand zone, started to push up higher, and now we're coming back in towards the demand zone. What I would like to see is if we can take out some more lows here. We swiped a lot of liquidity above these highs, didn't break the high though. But what we can do is draw a retracement tool from this low towards this high now. And I want to retrace towards at least 0.5 weekly open. And there is some liquidity situated underneath this low. And that would be perfect to connect with this 1 hour demand zone that's situated over here. So I'm going to watch this closely as well. Taking out this liquidity, seeing a change of character, continuation in towards the upside. But all kind of depending on what the DXY is going to show us today, if it wants to react from that supply zone that we've drawn out a few minutes ago. AUD USD, also beautiful price action in my opinion. We broke down higher. Now we wait until we can get back in towards this 4-hour demand zone. If we go to the 1 hour, we have some defined demand zone over here, also with liquidity and the weekly open. So let's see if we can push a little bit more down and then a change of character in towards the upside for some new beautiful longs. Then USD CAD yesterday pushed down lower, so we didn't retrace back as far as I would have liked, but we did grab some liquidity here, made a change of character down on the 4 hour, and then you could have entered with your entry on this supply zone here, stops above, and then for me a 1 to 2 risk to reward. But I didn't take it because at this moment the DXY wasn't clear enough for me. Now what we can see over here is that on the 4 hour we made a break in towards the downside once again. So what you can do then is draw your retracement tool over this last move. If we go to the 1 hour then, because it's more like a 1 hour swing break that we made, we want to see a retracement towards at least the 0.5, and together with this open liquidity over here and even over here, it would be amazing if we can grab that liquidity, then show a change of character, and then I'm happy to look for more shorts in towards the downside. USD JPY, of course, because the dollar started to trade down lower, this wants to break down as well, but still we are in a range, and I am still not touching this pair until some more clarity comes into this this structure, and we're still going sideways, so I can't trade this. Then USD CHF, this one honestly I feel rather good about, because yesterday I looked at this pair with a lot of FOMO, and what we saw is that we swiped some highs, we swiped some first sellers here, we took them out, then we started to trade back down, we took them out again, we started to break in towards the downside. Even on the 4 hour we started to make several fractal breaks, and then together with DXY yesterday retracing even under the demand zone, so that failed, and that for me was like the last indication that we could sell in towards the downside. But then what I saw is that I really didn't like these descending highs here, and I would love to see them get taken out. So as you can see, we did. And honestly, this is really good because now we are trading in towards this defined demand zone over here, or this supply zone, sorry, over here. And let's see if we can get a reaction from here and then in towards the downside, together with the DXY pushing down lower once again. So if we can get the reaction from this supply zone and then a nice change of character on USD CHF, then of course I want to short this in towards the downside as well. What did happen now is that on the 1 hour there was still a little bit of liquidity situated over here that we didn't take out previously, and we are now trading in the 4 hour supply zone. So let's just see if we can get a change of character, a reaction down, and then I am happy to enter some shorts to trade at least towards this ugly, or these ugly lows over here. Then last but not least we have gold. Gold traded down lower this morning and yesterday, and as you guys know, I do not trade short on gold, so I'm going to wait. For now, what I expect is that we just trade back down in towards this daily demand zone, then wait for a change of character, and then continuation in towards the upside. If we go to the 4 hour, if we draw a tool from all the way down here towards the high, then we have some room towards the 0.5, and there are a lot of liquidity lows open here. So gold will be a little bit on the sideline for now, because I'm really going to wait for that proper A+ long to form again. And as of now, it looks like gold wants to trade down a little bit lower. Guys, thanks for watching today's video. As always, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I'm here Monday to Friday explaining to you the markets, my view on the markets, and some possible setups that we can trade. I hope to see you guys in the next one tomorrow morning. Bye.